What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life. And as you can see, I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max on deck. Yeah, I'm late. Okay, what's good, everybody? It's your man BG Tech Life. And as you can see, it's not an unboxing. I skipped unboxing. You've seen mad iPhone unboxings, I'm sure. But what we have here is the 12 Pro Max that I picked up for myself and the channel. And yes, I'm coming from an iPhone 6S. Now, don't take that too literally, because what happened was I had to sell my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Then I copped my iPhone 12 Pro Max. In between time, I have other phones, but I wanted to keep that line in the iMessage system. So I used what was laying around the house, which was an old 6S. And I used this thing for about a week, man. I used it for about a week, and it really made me didn't even want to pick up the phone at all. I do have other devices and things of that nature, but as far as using a device like this, I've always had an experience buying new devices because I've been buying devices so long that I normally would buy this device and think nothing of it, because I came from an 11 Pro Max, which is still a beast of a device. But for me to have to use this on an iMessage tip and just, and use this for some phone calls and use this for some small stuff, I couldn't wait till this 12 Pro Max came. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only good thing about this phone right now is Touch ID, because we wearing masks. I wouldn't even buy this device. When I had a 6S, I had a 6S Plus. This is way too small for me. This thing is rose gold, and it was just, I need that Apple in my life. You know what I'm saying? I realized to a degree, I need an iPhone in my life. Even though my Note, my favorite phone, but you need that Apple in your life. So this is the Apple that I got in my life. This is the Verizon variant, 12 Pro Max, just 128 gigs, guys. My 11 Pro Max was 256 gigs. And I ain't really use all of that like that. So I was like, I'm not even worried about it. And this is what they had available. I picked this guy up at Best Buy. So I wanted something that I could go out and get my hands on and pick up. So I was able to pick this up from Best Buy. Shout out to Best Buy, because they looked out. It was hectic. And I bought it on Black Friday. So yeah. But as you can see, guys, we got a new look here. So you can check out the sides. We've definitely got that older iPhone look, that iPhone 4, that iPhone 5 type siding. It looks very good. On all colors. Like, this is the silver variant. As you can see, these sides are very silver on this device. It looks really good. And as you can see, I like how they did the camera setup, which is pretty much looks the same as the iPhone 11 Pro Max. But as you can see, we got a LiDAR sensor, and I love these silver rings that match the trim. This phone has a fire build, guys. I'm just gonna say that it has a fire build. My one knock that I have on this build is it's not as comfortable as the 11 Pro Max in hand, because it's a little sharper, because it's got them squared off edges. But with the squared off edges, one thing that you get is a super flat display, and I haven't had that in so long, and I didn't think that I would miss that or cared about that. But guys, I'm telling you now, I love this super flat display on this device, and how it's squared off. It's just like it's an elegant look. It's a real nice touch to this device, man. It's just small things that I really like about this device, as far as the design and the look. But even though the design, you do sacrifice some comfortability in hand. Definitely loving this screen also, guys. This is definitely one of those devices you're gonna definitely like the screen. It's definitely a nice looking screen, things of that nature. Now I will say this being 6.7 inches, a little bit bigger, this is a big device, guys. The iPhone 11 Pro Max was big, but it wasn't Note like big. But this phone is big. It's big. And one thing that I like about that is I'm a big guy and I got big hands, so I like big phones. So I'm with this all the way. You might personally not be with it, but I'm with it. Now, one thing that I will say about that is when I watch YouTube content, this phone still has a notch on it. You don't notice the notch as much. With that 0.2 bigger screen, for some reason on this phone, the notch is it's non-existent to me even when I'm watching videos. Just that, I guess that extra space on the screen, I don't know. But for some reason on this phone, even though on 11 Pro Max it wasn't a big deal to me, but on this phone, yeah. I don't even notice the notch at all. And I notice how much bigger it is. And not just by the size of me holding in the hand of me holding the phone, but you look at the display, you realize you got so much more display. And I don't know, it's so flat and it's got this squared off. It just looks excellent, guys. So, yeah, man. Outside of that, we got the 5G connectivity. I'm noticing that this device says 5G up in the corner when I'm out and about. It doesn't say it now, but when I was out and about, it said 5G up in the corner. I wasn't noticing a difference in speeds or anything like that. But there are supposed to be some big differences in cameras, guys. And this is just my little first impressions, me getting my hands on this device. I'm not gonna get in. I haven't gotten to no full review or anything like that. But you see them fingerprints? You see that thing get fingerprinted up? Yeah, I would do a little comparison to the Note. But you know, like I was size for size, but I'm actually recording with my Note right now, guys. But let's just do this comparison. Boom. Dwarf the 6S. Yeah, dwarfs the 6S. So yeah, as you can see, this is the box, the smaller, newer box. Y'all seen this all on YouTube. Smaller, newer iPhone box. There's nothing in there. It's definitely, the charger is not, the charging cable's in there. The charging brick is not in the box anymore. And they do that for it to be eco-friendly. But if you buy a charging brick, it's gonna come in the box. So I don't really believe in that. I ain't really going for that. They should have had it in the box, but this is what I use. I got like just something like this, a small power brick. This is fast charger from Power Ad, like $11 on Amazon. I'm actually put a link in the description. Yeah, and as you can see, it's USB Type-C, so you can plug up your USB Type-C to Lightning cable you're gonna get with this device. Now, that's another thing, guys. And that's why I'm gonna call Apple out on that bullshit real quick. You give me you say, okay, everybody's got charging bricks for their devices, their iPhone, their Apple devices, but most people who are buying this phone, stepping up and upgrading, come from USB-A adapters, where it wouldn't be this little USB-C slot, it would be a USB-A slot. So everybody that's basically jumping to this phone that's not a super techie, that don't buy phones on the regular like me and other techies out here, they had to go and buy a adapter with USB-C. There go a little size comparison. Yeah, this thing is definitely a monster, guys. But yeah, so I mean, I'm just getting this thing, just getting into it. Like I said, I'm loving the build and the screen. Very nice device so far, guys. This is not my preferred color, but this is what I seen was available online, and this is what I put my order in for. But then when I got to Best Buy, I saw they had some graphites in there, but I had already put the order in for this thing right here, this silver 128 gig, and I'm just gonna rock with this, man. I love this trim though. I love the size on this device, even though, like I said, they do get stained up and things of that nature. But this is the iPhone. It will be on my channel. We will be covering it. Like I said, I'm so glad that I can put this back in the drawer. This is the little emergency in between time phone when I go from one Apple device and to another Apple device, or I maybe sell an Apple device, preparing for the next Apple device to come out. And yeah, this was not it, guys. This was my fingers are so big. It was like texting on here. It was like it's not even. It just wasn't even working. But yeah, it's your man BG Tech Life. This is my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Will be on the channel. We'll be bringing you a review. We'll be taking pictures, bringing the camera review, talking about my experience, all that. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. It's man BG, and I'm out. Peace.